Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I have a quick little tutorial because I always say I'm going to do tutorials and then I get sidetracked and I don't. But I have been playing around with the 5x7, what are these called? Oh my gosh, you guys, my brain just spaced in real time. 5x7 shaker pockets. Lord help me. Okay, so I wanted to share how I'm making these because I came up with this fun way to create the pocket. Instead of making it a shaker, I thought I would take some tulle that I have in my stash and make it see-through but have that element there, which I absolutely love. And you guys, I also was going to make the clipboard because I think I saw Davina. Might have been Davina. But I wanted to make the clipboard, and then my brain jumped into making it a little box because it's the A2 box. But I opted to not use the A2 box that I have from ScrapDiva Designs. I actually use her, where is that? I used her box making dies, the slim box making strips. And I used this set here that only has the one side so that I could create my little box. As you can see, it'll open up. But before I show you what's inside, because what's inside is really cool, at least I think it's cool. Anyways, let's, what I did was create the pocket, and I did the pretty, it's like a glittered lace. It has little polka dots. I love it. It's like a teal color. And then I just used some of Erica's dies, her flower sets, and, I did some stitching around it to hold the lace. And on the inside, what I did was, instead of making it like a pocket, it opens up, and now I have, this little image place here that you could put a photo or something. So you'll have it like this, or you can journal and you can stick that in there. But to hold it, I left this corner open. I didn't put any kind of foam tape behind there, and so I can put my paper clip. And I use this fun paper collection that I've had. I've been just kind of playing around with my stash, trying to use it more often. I did do some stitching around. I did cut down the paper because this here size is shorter than the strip itself, if that makes sense. Then I added a cute little charm dangle. Now for the inside, what I decided to do, you guys, oh, and I did embellish the back. I wanted to make, I need to tie it down, but I wanted to make the coolest little keychain. And isn't this so cool? I love it. I absolutely love it. I have been making some graduation leis for my cousin's kids. I'm pretty, we come from a big family. So I've been making leis, and then it dawned on me that I have this little ribbon that's 1/4 in size, and why don't I make a small one, make it a keychain? And then I thought, why don't I add charms to it? And look at this. I love how that looks. And you can hang it on your junk journals, or you can hang it on your bags, because the bags now are charmed. But I did add a bow at the bottom because that's how you kind of end your leis on some of the leis styles. But isn't this so fun? I love this idea. Now I need to add something to hold it down, obviously, so it doesn't go flopping around everywhere. But you can even add more to every little hook you could add. So this thing could be covered in, charms and beads, and you don't even need to add this at the bottom. You could do something else, like just so many different things. But I wanted to share how I, am adding my lace to my pockets. And now I have a cute little embellishment box. Isn't that so cute? I love this idea. Love. Okay, so what I wanted to share was the way I'm doing this. I cut out my paper. I'm gonna use this one here because I also want to use this. I love this. I don't know, I'm gonna make flowers out of this side. I really like it. But what I wanted to share was how I'm going to do this. So I got my, obviously, the flat part here that this is going to glue down to whatever it is I'm going to attach it to. But what I did was, I have this yellow orange, and it's kind of like a fish, or not a fish, but like a chicken wire style. And so I'm going to use that to adhere. I also have this lace, which I think would have worked really well with this if I'd done this side, but I want to make my flowers out of this. So I'm going to just toss that over there. This is why my table is messy, you guys. Okay, let me see. Let me put this away for a hot minute. But what I'm going to do is I cut it down to completely cover my, the pockets. And I added a dab of hot glue. I try to make it as small and in the center of where the is in between the stitching there, the dotted or dash-ish, so that when I go to sew, it won't be too hard for my needle to pass, you know. And I could also add some down here, which I might, so that it doesn't move too much. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So you see how there's that little, I'm going to add just the tiniest dot right in the center there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to lay this down by holding it. And hopefully it stayed in the center there. So now it's going to hold nicely. So when I stitch, this doesn't shift too much. So I'm going to go just stitch all the way around. And I do the outside first. Then I cut this down around. And then I bring it to the outer layer here. And then I stitch a second time on the inner part so that it will bind to my flapping part. I have stitched it around the outer part. Now I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to hold my thread there so it doesn't go anywhere or unravel when I cut, because I am going to cut this. I'm going to cut this top off. I didn't do a back stitch. I just kind of went for it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this down at the edge. And I'm using my fabric scissors. I do have specific scissors for fabric. And I'm just going to go all the way down. And now that I've trimmed it, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to actually keep this little piece here. Because, oh, you guys, look at that messed up there. Eee! No bueno. I tell you, my sewing machine, it's a hit or miss. I changed the needle out. I'm going to keep this because I think I'm going to add it to my flowers somehow. Like sticking out, so it gives a little bit of extra. So, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get some white paper. Sorry, this is where I stamp. But as you can see, I have it down. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Let me straighten that out for a minute. Now I'm going to lay it down and semi-glue it and hold it down for a minute so that I can go back and stitch all around, and that will hold it down instead of just adding glue. But I am going to add glue to my edges so that it can hold it down, and then I can take it to my sewing machine and sew it around the inner part, and that'll hold it to the sleeve. And then I'm going to cut another piece and I'm going to cover the inside so that when you open it up you won't see the stitching part. It covers it up pretty nicely, which is what I did with the smaller size. Now this is the 5x7, so this is the larger one. What I'm going to add this to, I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. This is my problem. I don't come up with ideas sometimes exactly how I want to use it. So here we go. Now I have my pocket done. I'm going to go ahead and add my piece in the back like this and make sure it's lined up. And I'm just going to use glue for this one because it's pretty simple to do. The other thing I was going to say is if you wanted to do stitching that's different from this, you could also do a zigzag stitch. I think it would look really cool to try to go all the way around with zigzag. That would be like for a fun like junk journal style when they do the zigzag. But I'm just going to glue this down really quick. I'm just going to try to line it up. so that I can cover the stitching. And now we're done. And now I can add this to, you know, my project that I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with. Add my flowers. There we go. And there's my lace pocket. How cool is that? I love it. I almost feel like I can add bees to this because like the chicken wire kind of reminds me of Erica's. You could even use her die set in here. That would be really cool. Maybe I'll do that. Add it too. Just like a little piece to come off. That would be so cool. I decided to finish it up because in the middle of doing this, I got called from the school to go pick up my daughter. And so then when I came back, I just went for it and didn't record it. You guys, sorry. This is the flower set that I used. It is just called, I think, flower set. I'll link it in the description box, but I took the paper and actually used the scraps from the cutout so that I could make the flower. And then I pulled out this box of little gemmies that I have. They're like gemstones, but they're like the opaque, and they had them at Michael's a couple years ago. I don't know if they still have them. I know they have quite a few different styles, but it came as a kit like this, and as you can see, I've slowly been using them here and there. I added them here to pull out some of the colors, and then I took these little leaf dies that I have in my stash. I know this comes from ScrapDiva Designs, but I don't know what set because I just have them aside. And then these are, I know I got them from Ali because they come with like a little carrot set, but I thought they were perfect because the paper collection has these type of leaves, so I used that. And I did do stitching with one of the cut aparts. Now, this little bird and this flower set are stickers, so I backed them onto some cardstock, added a little bit of glue because they don't stick as good as they used to. It's kind of an older paper collection. Not old, but just when you don't use your stickers, they start to lose the tackiness. So I added a little bit of my liquid glue and then used white cardstock and cut around it like a fussy cutting style. And then I did just glue it down. I pulled out some stickers from the Dollar Tree that I've had, and this is wonderful, but I kind of covered it up, but it's okay. It's there. And now I just can add it to whatever it is I'm going to. I still can't decide what I'm going to do with it, but I just thought I'd show you guys how I decorated it. It's a little lopsided when I stitch because I did just stitch across. And so it shifted as I was sewing. So that's the only thing. And I could add something here, like a little sticker kind of to cover it, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And you guys, these are my little projects. I'll link everything that I can find in the description box for you guys. Definitely don't miss out on these. These are kind of fun, especially if you like junk journal. I think I'm going to try to make one with just junk journal and like use book pages and maybe like some vellum or sandwich in between, you know, book pages and like some stamping. I think that would be really fun. Maybe if I have time after I finish my other projects, I'll come back and try to do like a fun tutorial with that to show you guys what I mean with some like mixed media art and stuff. But you guys definitely check out #ScrapDiva Designs for ideas and inspiration. Don't forget to use my discount code MWalker10. And come back soon for some more videos, you guys. I have a couple more tutorials that I'm working on, so you'll definitely want to come back for those. And thanks for watching. Bye.